Hi, it's Chris. I cover the artist name of Childov. Welcome to the channel. I'm super grateful to have you here today, and I hope to earn your subscription. I'll be posting a video once a week where we'll cover all aspects of music production. So if that's something you're interested in, please join us. This will be the first video in a series where I'll take you through making a full track from the kick, the drums, and the leads. I'll show you how I make everything. The track is called Leave. It's out on Sam Paganini's label Jam. At the time of recording this video, it's sat at number 26 on the Raw Techno chart on Beatport, so the track's doing okay. In this first part, we're just going to make the low end. I've had to split this up, otherwise the video would be 3 hours long. Anyway, before we get into everything, I'll play a couple of minutes of the track so you get an idea of what we're going to create, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, cool. So I hope you enjoyed that little preview. Now, I just want to give a little disclaimer right off the bat. This is just the way I do things. The reason I made this channel was just to share some of the tips and tricks that I've learned over the years and hopefully help people along their journey to make the music that they love. Now, just to give you an idea, as I'm making a track, I bounce everything to audio from the various plugins that I'm using, mainly to save space on CPU, but it also helps me commit. So once it's recorded to audio, that's it. I don't have to go in and rewrite parts. It's committed, it's there, it's done. So once it's bounced, I can just move on. What this means though is that I don't actually have the original sort of MIDI files or the original way that I made the sound, so we'll have to recreate everything. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's just get into it. So obviously the first step will be putting in a kick. So we're gonna do the lows. Which is the kick, the sub bass, all that sort of stuff. Here's what it sounds like now. So this is from the original. Cool. So I know right away that the kick with this, it was the 909 from Ableton. To be honest, this is one of my favorite kicks to use. It's easy to get. It's in Ableton. It sits well in the mix. I just enjoy it. It's just a good kick. Let's just add that in. So you'll find that in your drums, I believe. Drum racks, drum machines, and then your 909 is there. Cool. So just put a kick down. So there's bass drum. So 4 to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say this. Sounds good. Okay, so for the processing on this, I'm going to add a drum bus. So you'll find this in your audio effects. And this down. Just going to add some crunch, some boom. Then we're going to add a saturator. Medium curve. And then we'll just add an EQ. And I've got this overdrive plugin on here too, so we'll add that too. So for the EQ, we'll just use the Ableton one. Just gonna add a high shelf. Sounds good. And then we'll add the overdrive. So this is just to bring out the click. Sounds fine. Cool, so that's the kick. Just cut this. I'm just looking at what I've got on the master. It's just loaded up as default. I'll delete this. Cool. Sounds good. And then let's just compress it a little bit as well. So getting the compressor is in Ableton. That. Turn the makeup off. And also actually we're going to add a limiter here too, just to catch the click, to take away the peak. I use the BX limiter for this. I don't know. The BX stuff you can get from Plugin Alliance. The Plugin Alliance plugins, you can get a subscription. I think it's $9.99 a month, which is pretty good. You get a ton of plugins. You can see the Plugin Alliance. You get all of these for $9.99 a month. And obviously I don't use all of them, but there's just a ton of stuff in there. And I think you can get that through Splice. But yeah, let's just add the limiter. Just patch it slightly there. Nice. Cool. So that's the kick. Next, we've got this sub bass. So let's make that. Oops. So for this sub bass, I think I used, well, I know I used Wavetable. So let's add that in. So Wavetable is from Ableton. Obviously it's in here in your instruments. And then actually what I would have done with this is just very simple. I would have added a sequencer. So I use sequencers a lot. Really, really useful. Now you can download this for free. If you just search ML185 sequencer, just Google search it, you'll be able to find this and you can download it. And it's completely free. I'll just move this to 4. Let's put this down like this. Something like this. And we'll check it out. Put this around. Close this. So this is the filter. So that's just going to take away the tops. And then this is the envelope. So obviously short attack. So it hits in straight away. And then you've got your decay, sustain, release. Just pulling in the decay a bit, but I mean, let's just leave it like this for now and see what it sounds like. There we go. So it's very simple. That's it. I think that's probably pretty close to what we were at. So that's the original. And then it's a little bit different. Keep playing with it. There we go. Okay. That's fine for me. So what we'll do with this is we'll add some sidechain. I don't really use a compressor for sidechain. I've always used this. It's Kickstart from Nicky Romero. I think it's £20. You can just get it online. And the nice thing with this is it just does it automatically. And it'll take it all the way to 0 rather than messing with a compressor. So I just put it on the sub bass chain. You can hear it works perfect. That's it. So that's the bass. Taking the sub bass. Now I've got this perc in here too. Let's see. There would have been processing on it, but obviously it's been recorded into audio. So let's just try and recreate it. Turn that off. Clean this. The sub bass. Kick. And for this, I'll steal this, put it on here. And sometimes it can be a bit funny, so you got to just randomize it and then reset it, because it will lose its settings when you add it to a new channel. And this sequencer is a known bug. It always happens. And then for that perk, I'm going to use Emulator, which is a plugin from Arturia. So again, with Arturia, I think, so I have the V collection. So it's, you basically get all of their, you get pigments, Emulator, you get their full collection, and it's a rent-to-own program. So I think it's $19.99, and you'll basically pay that off gradually every month. So really good deal, and the plugins are awesome. So let's say this. Let's go in. And we'll just use a preset and drums. Maybe this. Try. Bit better. So all I've done there is just I've added on the 16th notes. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. And then we'll just add we'll just steal this kickstart from the sub bass, and we'll throw it on here. I'll turn it back up. I'm just picking a different option. Let's hear this all together. There we go. Sounds pretty good. Hear the original. Cool. So I think our new one probably sounds a little bit better. What I'm actually going to do is take away the, so we'll add a auto filter on this, and we'll just take away the highs. So this is on the emulator. What I'm also going to do is, because this loses its setting so much on this sequencer, just so that we don't lose what we've got here, I'm just going to record the MIDI from that sequencer. So I've just opened a new MIDI channel, and I'm going to select the source, which is the sub bass, arm it, and then record, and that'll give me the MIDI notes. So now what I can do is stick the MIDI notes on there, shorten this, and I can just turn the sequencer off. And now it's just playing the MIDI notes as opposed to the sequencer. So I can get rid of that. Delete this. Just label this Perc Bass. And that's the lows. That's it for today. I hope you found it helpful, inspiring. Please leave a comment telling me what you want to see on the channel, or if I didn't explain anything properly, please let me know. I will read the comments. In the next video, we're going to cover the drums, percussion, and the atmosphere. And then the following video, we're going to cover the leads and the effects. And then in the final video, we're going to cover arrangement. Anyway, like I said, if you liked it, please leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.